Did you guys know that there's going to be a live-action version of yours and my favorite childhood cartoon, the Teen Titans? The original, not Go.
No.
You have been warned. Let the demonetization process begin! So here's a rundown / trailer cut thingy that I made from a video a few months back.
I thought I'd talk about one of my favorite all-time things in the whole wide world. Yes, it kind of involves Teen Titans, or more importantly, the live-action TV show that the Titans are getting. I friggin' care about this TV show. I have an opinion, and by gosh diddly, I will voice it. As this will be the first ever live-action Titans on-screen portrayal, which, unlike with previous iterations, where they were only voice actors, we need to worry about such things as appearances, personality, and on-screen acting chemistry, because they are what sell hardcore fans, such as myself, on the characters. Too much, and we get Tobey Maguire face. Too little, and we get Andrew Garfield, cool skater, nerd derp galore. I am here to set you down the right path.
Now we're going to pretend that you're all caught up. You might have known this if perhaps you follow me on the Twitter sphere or if you are in the Discord server, but let me just simultaneously recreate my exact reaction when I first saw the set pictures while showing all of those of you who remain blissfully ignorant of what I'm about to show you. Also, it should be noted that I apologize profusely for your precious virgin eyes. Oh my god! This will be part 3 in a series called Truly Oppressed Minority, because I had nowhere else to fucking put this. Part 1 is called Blackwash and goes over my reaction on the casting decisions of Starfire, but moreover, we discuss the blackwashing of redheads in the comic book industry and why they are the truly oppressed minority. Hashtag redhead lives matter, bitches. Part 2 is a drinking game, hence why it's in the drinking game playlist. Yes, we have one of those. And it's called The Truly Oppressed Minority Part 2, The Black Lash, which, if it weren't obvious, means we spend a good chunk of time wadding through the holy Twitter storm that plagued me for months, after I made a stupid tweet commenting about the blackwashing of redheads in comic book media. By the way, it should be noted that both videos were a delight to make for me. And this is part 3. We finally received the first set photos, so now I can properly be my bitchy, judgy self with some degree of accuracy. Because, oh boy, is it a shit show. And as a conduit for this exact outrage that I wish to express to you, we have an article, and it's from the Mary Sue. Titan Starfire Anna Diab is not having your cruel comments over a leaked photo. So, here's the thing with leaked photos. Sure, you get the glimpse of what's happening, but it's completely without context. You're essentially spoiling yourself with information you don't actually know anything about. Recently, a photo leaked from the set of Titans featuring Anna Diab as Starfire. Naturally, the internet had something to say, but Diab is not standing for cruelty and ignorance. Oh boy, there is no amount of context that makes this costume, any part of it, acceptable, especially if you were even a little bit concerned about adhering to the source material, and especially if you had bothered at fucking all to give us something true to the comics. Whereas leaked set photos of Ryan Potter's Beast Boy were focused on things that are specific to the character, no green skin, no pointy ears. Well, there's that, but also he does kind of look like the less retarded version of Rice Gum with green tips. That was my first thought, at least. And trust me when I say it's not a generous thought. The comments that Diab and her co-star Tegan Croft, who plays Raven, received were gendered and personal, talking about their general appearances, their bodies, and other things that strangers have no business commenting on. Nope. Nope, no business at all, except that a good number of fans are actually invested in this TV show, and whether or not there's going to be a season 2 of Teen Titans live action is contingent upon you impressing us enough that we buy subscriptions to our pay-to-watch DC streaming service, the biggest selling points of which so far have been Young Justice Season 3 and this Teen Titans live action iteration. Thus far, us fans have not been impressed, to say the least. So let's just say, sure, it's not our business so long as the show running at all for more than one season isn't contingent on the fans paying for something they want to see. That's who the show is aimed at being sold to. Remember? On set, while filming. They, meaning not just Diop and Koff, but the entire production team, they have the highest obligation to both the fans and the source material to be true to it, and dare I say it, pandering. In Diop's case, the comments were also racist. Because as we all know, even though Starfire is freaking orange in the comments, we all know that really means white, right? Sigh. You ignorant bumblefuck. The trademark of all humanoid native inhabitants of the planet Tamarin from the Vega star system are their orangey golden toned skin. This is just as much a work of blasphemy as this in the skin color respect. We're not racist. We're comic book canon absolutists. Get it straight, you soggy dickwampus. To the Titans fans, yesterday a photo of me on set leaked online, and it was unfortunate because fans have been waiting months for a photo of Starfire, and a sloppy photo of me on the curb in 15-degree weather is what they got instead. For the sake of our incredible fans, I hate that this is the first picture people are seeing. It's out of context, and is misrepresentation of the incredible character I get to play. And also a misrepresentation of the phenomenal production behind it. If you mean misrepresentation with respect to the fact that you were wearing a fucking Raggedy Ann looking magenta wig and that fucking tacky ass straight from the dance team rack purple mistake for a Tamaranian battle uniform, it was some hilarious misunderstanding or practical joke of the costume department, then yes, this is a misrepresentation of the phenomenal production quality behind this train wreck. Misrepresentation of phenomenal production. If I'm not mistaken, Diop, your entire getup, the actual reason people are fucking pissed to all high holy hell, was a miscarriage of vision by the production team. More specifically, the costume director. Fire his ass. Fire it right now. And then fire the person who hired him. And then fire the person who hired that guy. Because when you are a fully funded production team with an actual TV show and your vision of what the characters look like looks worse than that of actual cosplayer who are just Instagram famous on a shoestring budget, you've proven yourself to be wholly incompetent. Whatever this is a misrepresentation of the incredible character you get to play, Diop. Starfire, need I remind you, is fucking red-haired, not magenta-haired, you dolts. And when she flies, it lets off a fucking fiery contrail. This is not the wet dream of some 7-year-old's fantasy remake of fucking Shark Boy and Lava Girl. This is 38 years of comic book redhead representation that just had a neon highlighter taken to it. And it's fucking disgusting. It's bullshit. Furthermore, it should be noted that Starfire is meant to be a sensuous and sexy warrior princess, not a fucking hooker from the meth side of town. Please, can we have some class? Thank you. With that said, the hate speech that followed was deplorable, and though I am highly unbothered, I do want to use this as an opportunity to say that tearing people down is not something that I tolerate, for myself or anyone else. Too often social media is abused by some who find refuge in the anonymity and detachment it provides. Misused as a tool to harass, abuse, and spew hatred at others. This is weak and sad and direct reflection of the abuser.
I'm not bothered, but let me tell you why this is bothersome, but not to me!
Diop, you can be as I'm rubber, you're glue as you fucking please. But that doesn't change the fact that this is not a good look for the state of the entire production, nor is it going to win you any fucking brownie points with all of the fans that have just been blindsided by the subpar excuse for live action adaptation. Racist, derogatory, and or cruel comments have nothing to do with the person on the receiving end of the abuse. And because I know this, I'm unfazed. But for anyone out there who may not, I am here to remind you that whatever ugly and negative thing anyone ever chooses to say about you is always a reflection and revelation of themselves. It does not define you, and it certainly does not make you any less perfect than you are. Be you, stay beautiful, live breezy. As always, much love. Now, that's all fine, dandy, goody, and bundles of tulips and sugary gumdrops and shit, but you forget that we live in a cold, consumer-driven, capitalist-based society. Listening to what the consumer base wants is within your best interest. All of you, not just you, Diop, the entire production and everyone involved. Do I sound entitled? Fucking A. I've waited 12 years for TT to make a silver screen comeback. I would have graciously accepted even a season 6 continuation of the original series. But we're getting live action instead. And fuck, if you expect us to pay for a separate streaming service in order to watch the exclusive DC Titans content that you are putting out, then you had better fucking deliver. First of all, as Anna points out, we have no idea what the context of the photo is. We don't know if that's Starfire's costume or not. We don't know how they're handling the Titan skin color. Perhaps the green tint for Beast Boy and an orange tint for Starfire will be added in later. Saves on makeup, etc., etc. My, you are an ignorant chuckle fuck, aren't you? What you save in makeup will get used more than quadruple, and expenditures for CGI, post-production, computer adaptation, magic, and man hours alone. Not to mention the skin specialists you have to pay on top of that for even decent quality green and orange representation. You don't know anything about the industry whatsoever, do you? Do you think that computer-generated imaging is fucking easy breezy lemon squeezing all gift baskets and shit? Fuck off. Computers are idiots that require hours of man labor invested into them to make final products look even halfway decent. I don't know about you, but I saw the Justice League live action movie, and if they can't even fucking adequately adapt a CGI mustache face onto Superman, what makes you think that I can trust a small budget TV show, pay to watch streaming thing to do even half a decent job on full body CGI? To comment on a photo you weren't even supposed to be looking at in the first place is already not the smartest move. Why? Because you're all for the suckering of dedicated fans who just want a good fucking DC adaptation of their favorite band of teenage misfits? But what's more important than even that is the fact that making racist comments is unacceptable. Period. That's not okay under any circumstances. Least of all when you're making them over a goddamn TV show. Oh yeah, I'm racist because I'm pointing out that this production is not even hot, but a lukewarm fucking mess. What was supposed to be a gray-skinned, moody, gorgeous demon hellspawn looks more like some Tumblr-haired dyed 12-year-old. What was supposed to be a quirky, fang-toothed, pointy-eared changeling looks more like a male liberal arts university version of a less sexy Anna Akana. And what was supposed to be an orange-skinned, sexy warrior goddess chick looks like a Raggedy Ann if Raggedy Ann handed out sad hand jobs for hair dye money behind a discount beautician salon. The same goes for sexist comments and unnecessary personal comments. It's only TV people, and the Titans aren't real. They may not be real, but I definitely take the 2003 series more seriously than anyone who'd write for a publication named The Mary Sue any day, especially when a good 42% of this article that you've written was ripped right off of Anna Diop's Instagram. This is if we don't count the fact that you included the post fucking twice in the article. Don't forget that the actors playing them are actual people and have real human feelings, unlike the fictional characters far too many fight to defend at their expense. Listen, hear me out, okay? I don't blame Anna for the absolute abortion of a decision her producers have made with the costuming of this TV show? Absolutely not. My personal opinions about the concept of comic book redheads being overwhelmingly blackwashed aside, I was willing to be delightfully surprised when I saw this image of Diop as Starfire, which I'm 95% sure is also fan creation. But this doesn't enthuse me. Quite the opposite, in fact. It's a sad, depressing, abysmal mutation of something that I know and love and grew up with and have been waiting for ever since I was a kid. Now, I was genuinely excited despite my reservations, but that's just how I normally am. But with this, I'm at the point where I can't justify purchasing the streaming service to myself. Even with Young Justice Season 3 being on the lineup as well. Those were the two hottest tickets, and one of them looks like this. It doesn't instill me with a lot of faith in its ability to deliver thus far. This isn't about race, this isn't about gender, and this has fuck all to do with any of that nonsense. This has to do with the people wanting to see what they've grown to love in their comic book adaptations and not having it be delivered time and time again. If I were someone in the business of adapting comic books to the big screen, honestly, I'd be looking to get my house in order before I royally fucked everything up for myself and my entire creation. Or creation from a creation. But that's just me. I'm sorry if that was a bit intense at different times, but no, I'm not. I'm not sorry. That was warranted. Absolutely warranted. I'm a little bit more chill. That being said, if you like me, please consider checking out the links in the description, such as the Patreon, Teespring, Amazon, and Maker support links. If you like what I'm doing here, but maybe not that much, that's cool. That's totally fine. You can always like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Peace. And hopefully everything gets better.